movie theaters are completely ruined.
Time not too long ago where going to the movies was one of the better things you could do with your night. You could just get your overpriced popcorn, find your seat, and for 2 hours, you're just gone and you're completely...
Bro, you're overpriced popcorn, but it's always too much. It's always too much. Hey, do you want a small water or do you want a whole gallon jug? It's one or the other. It's, hey, you want a popcorn this big or do you want one that's enough popcorn for the next week? I never finish it, and then I just leave it there, and I feel like I'm wasting food because it's like the small one's too small, the big one's too big. The medium one, it's like, why am I buying a medium if a medium's $1 less than the large? It's like always you either buy small or large. Medium's just a waste. They're conning you when you buy a medium. You either get a small or you get a large, no in between. Or movie theaters in general, I don't think they're ruined. I think the movie experience is a bit ruined by people now. It's just like this weird vibe of like inconsiderate. Like the amount of people that go to the movies and just talk, it's like, shut the up. I'll whisper to my friend once in a while during a film, and I'm a big talker. I'm not even gonna lie. If I'm watching a movie like at my place and I'm with my friend, I'm gonna pause that every 5 seconds and I'm gonna say something or I'm gonna talk over the movie. But if I'm in a movie theater, there's other people, you know? Shut up. You can maybe have a comment here or there, but it's like, I've been seeing since Obsession and Backrooms came out, people were saying they left the theaters, not even because the movie was bad, just because there were people that just would not shut up. And then you just can't enjoy the film because you're just constantly hearing their conversations.
Whatever was stressing you out before you walked through those doors doesn't exist anymore. The movie is the only thing that exists.
Dude, do they still make 3D movies? Dude, that was such a fun craze. They don't do that anymore. I think that it was overcooked in I think it was 2013 when every movie that dropped was 3D. And you could tell looking back at it that a movie was made for 3D when they do some shit like this. It's like a fight scene and they go, or they it's like a chain that whips and they pull it back. Yeah, it's like, oh, this was 100% solely made to be seen in theaters.
That was the whole thing. Even during the Great Depression, the movie industry was soaring. Now, somewhere along the way, I don't know exactly when, I don't know exactly who started it, but the deal got violated. Because going to the movies now is not a peaceful experience. It's kind of an endurance test, and you're paying at minimum.
Mario movie ruined it. Mario movie and the Minecraft movie. Mario movie and the Minecraft movie. Motherfuckers, chicken jockey. They fucking stand up, start throwing popcorn everywhere. I just feel like the vibe. You know what it is? It wasn't any individual event. It was the fact that I think the people that ruin theaters now aren't grown-ass motherfuckers. It's 12-year-olds, bro. I'm sitting in Obsession and it's a group of kids with their mom and they pull up and they just don't shut up. It's I think they've just never had a movie experience. You know, the only movie experiences they've had are movie experiences where it doesn't matter if you talk. I'm saying we, you know, in a group sense, just because the majority of us are between 16 and 26. We're all Gen Z. I think it's Gen Alpha kids, if I'm being honest. Because the majority of Gen Zers, you grew up going to a movie theater and seeing a Marvel movie or some sort of film where it's shut your ass up, you know, watch, because you need to be able to see that.
$15 to $20 to sit in a dark room with a random selection of people who have collectively decided their individual experience matters more than everybody else's combined, and you just have to sit there. So today we're breaking down the worst things about movie theaters right now. Let's go. And there's no better way to start off than...
Bro, the weird niche, fetish motherfuckers that try to have sex in theaters or weird shit like that. I'm not liking that vibe. Whenever you pull up to a movie theater, it's half empty and there's a couple sitting in the top right. Yo, that's a problem in movie theaters. Look up, well, don't look it up. Look, I don't know how you would search that. But, that's an actual issue.
Specifically because of where they sit. They always, and I need you to understand that I mean always, end up directly in front of you. This shit is not a coincidence. I think the universe does this deliberately as some kind of test. The movie's been going on for maybe 12 minutes. Things are just starting to develop. There's a tense scene. The theater is dark. And then suddenly, in your direct sight line, a phone screen erupts. The brightness...
It's all the way to the max, too. That's the funniest shit. You be in a pitch black movie theater, bro. You can turn your brightness all the way down. Somebody just got that shit blasted like they're standing in the sun.
Film you paid to see. This is 10 times worse than the CSGO flashbang. Put Trainwreck's TV getting flashbanged on the screen. This is you in the theater. Never, and I mean never, is their phone out for any good reason. There's no emergency ever. They're just scrolling. It's just standard feed activity, like someone's watching a TikTok with the sound barely muted. And you can hear the faint audio bleeding through. I don't know what it is, but people in the...
When I went and I saw Obsession, I said this. I sit down, we watch, I always show up, say the movie starts at 8, it actually starts at like 8:30. I show up at like 8:05, 8:10, watch the previews for 15 minutes, it starts. We're probably like 10 minutes into the movie and like 8 people show up with a parent. And I'm like, okay, this is like rated R movie. They're getting parental, permission to come here. And they just talk for genuinely 5 minutes to a point where like, I'm going, I don't want to ruin the vibe and say something. Like that'll level the fucking experience of this film if somebody turns around and goes, shut the fuck up. So I didn't say anything. And at some point there were people that were like, shh, and they shut up. And I was like, okay, good. But I don't know how long I would have let it go on for. At some point, I would have said something.
Modern world feel like they always have to be checking something. Real life has turned into a Five Nights at Freddy's game where you're checking the cameras, except the cameras are the different apps on your phone telling you to check them. We've also very much scrutinized Karens as a society, but Karens are the reason that people are afraid to do shit like this. Like, people don't bring out their bright-ass phone.
Well, I don't think it's a Karen, bro. Karen's complaining about something that's, like, not something you need to complain about. Like some HOA shit. Like, oh, your grass is a half an inch too tall. You were parking an inch farther from the curb than you were supposed to. Like something like that. But like, dude, for example, not even movie theater shit. When I was gone for 4 days, I was just like seeing my family. I flew back and I'm used to New Jersey motherfuckers. I'm used to Philly, New York people. And I was saying this, as I'm flying back, we're in TSA. And there's 2 lines, and they cut one of the lines and open another one, and everybody from the other line starts filtering in front of me and everybody else in the other line. And I'm sitting here breathing. Right when I'm a big line guy, okay? If I'm in queue, you can't cut the queue, okay? If you cut the queue, I'm gonna fucking say something. I will always say something. I don't care if I have to stand next to you for the next 20 minutes. So I go out loud, no. Some dude with his girlfriend puffs his chest out. He's like, they told us to come here. I was like, I'm just waiting for this guy to threaten me and get tackled or something. But I was just crashing out, dude. I was so pissed. Because I'm standing in line for 30 minutes in TSA, and then I'm in my own line that's not moving. They finally open my line, and then everybody else from the other line just starts fucking cutting. I'm like, get to the fuck of the back of the line. Get behind me, dickhead. You picked the wrong line. That's when you go in TSA and they split in 2 lines. Here's your fucking choice, pal. Left or right, pick one. You picked the wrong fucking line. Sometimes I pick the wrong line, and I deal with it.
Karen telling them to put it away. So, for all intents and purposes, maybe you have to be the Karen for the day. Now, I've seen people be asked to put their phone away, and they'll do it, but like for 90 seconds. They physically cannot be away from their phone for the length of a feature film. Like, they've made the decision to come to a movie theater anyway. And that part gets me. Like, they knew this about themselves.
Well, I just peep the phone when I go pee, because I have a really small bladder, so if I'm watching like an hour and 40-minute film, I have to go to the bathroom like 50 minutes in. And then I'll just like pee and check my phone.
And they still bought the tickets, sat down, and committed to the situation. Like, if you know you're a phone addict, or that you just have to scroll or like respond to a notification the moment you get it, don't go to the theaters. At some point during a quiet, pivotal moment in whatever movie you're watching, you'll catch yourself staring at their screen instead of the actual movie screen, and you'll realize you have no idea what's been happening in the film for like the last 10 minutes. And then you realize the collateral damage this person has done. It's quite brutal. Moving on, we've got the snack concealment family. Now, I gotta be honest with you, this is like a rare moment of moral complexity in this video, because I cannot fully be...
I don't think that ruins movie theaters. If you want to sneak snacks into a movie theater, I don't give a fuck. When I saw Obsession, 2 of my friends brought in Diet Cokes. We sit down, he like takes it out of his fucking back pocket, and I hear... And I look at him, he goes, silver bullet. because he calls a Diet Coke a silver bullet, and then he just starts drinking it. And I go, oh, did you buy that here?
Mad at the snack concealment family because Walmart popcorn is $2 and the movie theater is charging $15 for the same volume of popcorn in a bucket with a cartoon on it. So this family just looked at that math.
Okay, well, that's weird to smuggle popcorn into a movie theater. Like, I think when you smuggle in movie theater shit, you're smuggling in, like, drinks and candy. If you're bringing, like, a family-sized bag of, like, Skinny Pop, just buy the popcorn.
So this family just looked at that math and said absolutely not. But I will say it doesn't stop like at a bag of M&Ms. Like you do have people bringing in full Chipotle bags.
I've done that. I've done that. I bought a Chipotle spicy chicken burrito in.
Stuffed into backpacks, candy bars distributed across jacket pockets, a 2-liter tote bag wrapped in a hoodie for insulation. Someone in this family like rehearsed the walk-in. They did.
Burrito starts collapsing in the back. I remember I started sweating too. I'm eating the burrito and I got extra chicken. It was like, damn, this is spicy. I'm sitting there going, it's like the rice is falling everywhere. I'm fucking just munching down. Holy shit.
The employee scanning tickets could see the outline of something suspicious in that bag. Like, they know. They always know. But the calculations on their end is that the confrontation...
I have a friend, whenever I go see a movie, I haven't seen a movie with him in like a while, but he will show up with cargo pants and just clear as day have like an extra large Gatorade just on his right leg. Just stares the fucking teenage employee right in the eyes and goes, here's my ticket. And just walks by him. Because they're not going to say shit.
You can smell it. Like, you're kind of jealous, but, you know, you spending $9.50 on a popcorn, and when they have a full combo meal, I mean, it is what it is. All right, moving on, we've got the seat kicker. Now, if you've ever been on an airplane, you know these people exist, but there's something that happens to your brain when you feel the first kick coming from behind you. First, it registers as an accident. Like, of course it's an accident. Nobody would just intentionally kick a seat, so you let it go. Then it happens.
Nah, I mean, okay, yeah, somebody kicks my seat, I'm going to be annoyed. I feel like that doesn't happen that much at a movie theater, though. People tend to be a bit more respectful in that sense. Maybe once or twice, and I get a little annoyed. I get more annoyed, like, when I was flying back, literally, like, 3 days ago, I'm in a window seat. Before the flight even takes off, motherfucker in front of you hits one of these. You best believe I'm shoving my knee as hard as I can into his lower back, into the fucking seat in front of me. You're a douchebag. You're a douchebag. I get a little less annoyed if it's an old person, but it's never an old person. It's never an old person. It's always some literal asshole. And I'm just like, bro, wait. Like, wait. Like, we haven't even gotten on the fucking... We haven't even gotten off the fucking airport connector yet. We're not even on the tarmac. You're already putting your seat back.
Fidgety, they don't realize, then it happens again and again. And now you're 3 kicks deep, and you're trying to work up the courage to turn around and say something. The seat kicker is almost always a kid, and that kid is almost always attached to a parent who has entered a disassociation state. It's impossible for their kid to do anything wrong. Like, if you say that they did something wrong to the parent will look at the child, say their name once in like a warning tone, like Connor. And this usually carries 0
Connor, stop.
weight, and then they'll return to their own checked out state. The child will pause for 90 seconds. The kicking will resume. Moving on, we've got the late arrivers. 15 minutes of trailers. 15 full minutes of movie trailers. And then you also...
But that's not why movie theaters are ruined. Like, that's been a thing. That's been a thing.
It's a buffer time built in specifically so that if you're running a little behind, you can still catch the actual film. It should be physically impossible to be late for a modern movie, and yet this movie has been going on for 20 minutes. Real plot is happening. Characters are being developed, and from the back of the theater, you hear a door swing open, and a group of 5 people start making their way down your row using their phone flashlights, which they are holding roughly at eye level, which means you are getting immediately blinded during the most tense scene so far. They have not found their seats yet. They're checking their tickets. They're second guessing the row. And by the time they finally sit down, the moment is completely gone. Like, whatever the movie was building up to has been dismantled by this group of complete hooligans. Also, these people will have full volume conversations about what they missed, trying to play guessing games with each other as to what possibly happened while they were late. Either get to the movie on...
I mean, how late to a movie would you have to pull up for you to just not even watch it? I think if I showed up 10 minutes late, I'd stay. 20 minutes, I'm probably just gonna try and watch it a different day. Like, if the movie's 20 minutes in, you have lost... You're lacking too much info to understand what's happening.
Been invested in a franchise for years, like a character does something incredible. It's a genuine cinematic moment, and your body just responds. Like, I get it.
Yo, not even the clapping for movies? Have you ever seen the fucking shit where, like, at Academy Awards, they will give people 30-minute standing ovations? I can't imagine having to sit there and... for 30 minutes? I think there's nothing you could do that warrants that long of a clap. Like, maybe you save the world, you know, some shit like that. I'll say, but it's like, no, why would I, like, if you're the person receiving the clapping, after like 40 seconds, I'm going, sit down. Holy shit. And you have to sit there and then act, you're like, Thank you. For a half hour.
Ovation. The cheering at the screen like the actors are there. They're not there. Like, Robert Downey Jr. cannot hear you. The version of the story that you're watching was locked and exported and shipped to this theater weeks ago. Whatever you do in this seat is not going to reach them. You're applauding a projector screen. And the clappers do not do this once. Like, they'll do it throughout the movie. Like, every heroic moment, or every time they do like a reference to an earlier movie, or like when Deadpool winks at the camera.
Have y'all had that happen? I've never had that happen at the theater. Maybe at the end of the movie I hear people clap. The worst is like old Disney shows. This isn't even movies. Old Disney shows where they have a famous person on and they have fake clapping and applause for that person. Like, you could be watching like Hannah Montana and like the Jonas Brothers walk in and they're like like, who the fuck are you doing that to? Like, they're telling you to do it's just so weird. Like, we're having like and they like break the fourth wall and then they like lock in.
They start clapping. Do not get me started on the post-credit screen after. The person next to you is literally trembling. The funniest version of this is when you're watching a movie and the clappers start clapping and like not everyone in the theater joins in, so
you can't be the guy to start the clap. So scary. Oh my god, I can't believe that. When did One do this?
The funniest version of this is when you're watching a movie and the clappers start clapping and like not everyone in the theater joins in, so it's just like 6 people clapping in a room of 200, and it just fades out awkwardly after about 4 seconds. You'd think the silence would be a cue to the clappers that maybe they're a little out of place, but they're completely unbothered and planning on doing it again. I think movie theaters have to understand that with all the options out there for consuming media, they have to step up their game a bit and compete better. Because the reality is, most people would prefer to lay in bed or on their couch and watch something on Netflix than actually go to the theater, have to risk some idiot on their phone the whole time, and be out $30 the moment they get thirsty or hungry. Now, even though these issues are prevalent, if the movies themselves that we're dropping were insanely good and only available in theaters, then people would go. But I feel like shit just hasn't been that good in the past few years. Like, yeah, Oppenheimer was in 2022. That movie was okay. I'm sure there's like one good movie a year that I go in.
I'm hoping that Backrooms and Obsession start a trend of newer guys getting chances with lower budget films that blow up. Because they've been saying for years that just movie theaters are dying and that the theater place is dead and people want to watch movies at their home, and then they wrap it in with streaming services so it drops like a week after or like same time. That it's just not the case. Like, people are willing to go to a theater. You're just giving us slop. Like, oh, Paddington 3. Paddington 3's out. Oh, another Star Wars spinoff. Oh, fucking how cool. Like, okay, stop just making iterations of other shit that already exists. Like, if you come up with, like, cool stuff, and it's like, dude, Obsession is a better movie theater experience. It's a movie that you could watch at home, but, like, Backrooms, Obsession, like, there's, like, indie films that are just better to watch in a theater. I will agree. I think, like, comedy films... and certain, like comedy, it's just like, you don't really need that in a movie theater. Like, you could just watch that at your house or a theater. But, like, horror, thriller, psychological horror, action, like those can be a better experience in a theater.
Bangers every week, and there just isn't. I like movies and I like having an excuse to leave my house, like the theaters, but Hollywood needs to step it up. Like that movie Obsession was made by a YouTuber and it cleared like $100 million, yielding a 100x return on the budget. Like that's insane. You're telling me that these massive studios can't do the same thing? Like I just find that hard to believe. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments.
No, because they blow all of their budget on Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, and a shitty script following a 5 previous movie series that they're now continuing with another spin-off prequel.
Below, if there's any movies you guys would recommend that I watch from literally any time ever, I'll check them out if I haven't seen them already. Follow me over on Spotify and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.
That was a good video. That was short. I feel like I still yapped for a while, though. When I went and saw Jurassic World Rebirth, yeah, that movie was horrible. That movie was terrible. I'm not going on that shit again. Oh my god, Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh, is there... Where's the T-Rex? Every time it's right behind him. It's breathing right above him. Oh my god, Scarlett Johansson, the fucking combat expert. We need to go harvest blood from these 3 dinosaurs to save humanity, and we're not going to explain why, but we need to go harvest the 3. We need to go to 3 dinosaurs and harvest their blood because it'll cure cancer. What? What? What is that plot? And then she's just like a covert ops expert. That's like that's her whole tagline. She's like, yeah, I'm a covert ops expert. What does that mean? Where did you serve? What did you do? I'm a covert ops expert. These are the people that I've met. This is a Jamaican man that's really good at what he does. We're not going to give him a backstory, though. He just looks cool. What? It's just like you're watching the film and it's just like they're just like fucking hard wedging characters in your face. And it's like, yeah, we're just going to give them a fake backstory that's maybe 10 seconds long. And he's going to like live it.